Hi Patricia. We're gonna show you a little experiment on how a bow behaves when it's compatible with the cello and incompatible with the cello. Now technique can make almost any bow work, but if your technique is not totally top-notch, you will find that some bows just will not get the C string moving, and you'll get a lot of weird sounds, a lot of zzz, and kind of not so much fun. You can push it to play, but not everybody has that technique. So since you're playing with bows that you already had and not one that I selected for the cello, could very well likely be the problem. That cello might be particular. So this cello is very particular, and I have two bows here. The first one, I'm gonna bow kind of as if I was not a real professional, maybe just on the surface of the string to try to initiate the C string. Now doing that on the other strings works, but as you get down to the bigger strings, you need to apply more weight and sink in more, and a lot of people don't have that technique built up yet. So what I try to find is a bow that doesn't require so much muscle. So this one would require muscle, but I'm gonna play it as if I was more of a beginning intermediate player. So you can hear it's just sort of not a very good sound. Now this very same bow with light weight could sound okay with heavier weight, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. Here's the bow that I thought was more compatible, didn't require a lot of weight, and it gets the C string, gets the C string moving quite easily. But sometimes it does that zizzy thing. If you start really close to the frog, it kind of hesitates a little further away. So that's actually getting a decent sound. Do the same thing with this bow. It's fighting because it's not really compatible. Now if I take this and before I pull, I'm not right next to the frog, I'm over here, and I push down and sink the stick to the hair before I pull, even though this is not a compatible bow, it will activate the string. That one activates it more quickly. But the beauty of this one is, won't do that generally. I'm going pretty light and getting an okay sound. Bowing really light with this one, not such an okay sound. Now, my concern is I'm sending you strings. If the technique is an issue and not it being a flaccid, loose C string, and you put the forte or the strong string on that I gave you, the Aspire Core Tungsten, if it's technique, it's going to be even harder to get a forte string moving. So you'll know at that point. You'll want to put something that's easier to get moving, and that might be one of the other strings like the Kaplan, which is what you're used to activate. If no matter what you put on and you're still struggling, your bows may not be compatible, and they might just be making that nasty sound. Okay, a compatible bow should get the string moving easily without a lot of effort. I hope that helps.